So this is what it's come to, huh? Y'all want reels every day? Fine. I'll give you reels. But I ain't gon' dance, though.
Hey yo, you love the sound, kiss the ring in your ears. That's tinnitus, back tinnitus, the unthinkable here. King Arthur, back tinnitus, not the bling in your ear. Patterns forming, Saturn call it, heard it ring from the pier. It's the Lord of the Ringling Brothers, king of the spears. Every ring is a year, many rings in the gears. Clocksmith, watch lips, kiss the ink and wizard. Wizard, wish hard, think it till it gets clear. Zodiac, gang of stars like I sing with Premiere. Earth lobes, you on they balls, planets link to the sphere. What you think you my peers? I just blink and appear. I just wink in they chair. I'm just swinging my spear. Made a spinning typhoon. What I bring is a head. See the spiral when he tips eat, but they drinking the beer. I spike my punchlines, knock them out, make them kiss the rings. Men of puppets, tied to planets, here we hitting strings. Phoenix with the fire, feathers shine on all the hidden things. Kept his 10 fingers on the wheel, but he isn't steering. Each one is tied to a planet, feel him interfering. How they plan it, so don't panic, it's the interfering. Talking to him in his head, but he isn't here. Ring conductor circling the track, yeah, that's engineering. They spun in circles trying to find me. Let's disappear, ring around the compass rose. Novel of a chief monk, my gospel make your street jump. Bottle in the Z-funk, watch it or you'll be stumped. Logarithm tree trunk, circle every year, ring a bell to remembering. Mind fan, cooling off my brain, my propeller swing. Even complimented Adam, it was flattering. Then they both went undercover, had a fling, bust holes inside the firmament dome, but left them scattering. Catapulted up like a stone in a sling. Every year's a new bullet, I'm reloading the spring. 360, that's the target, gotta know when to sting. Put the cardboard on the finger, kiss the stone in the ring. My great name exalted, like I'm Saturn in the Libra sign. Everything you bring has a ring, that's the deepest line. Towards field, spin around his watch like a peak in time. When every rise hit the ring and connect, like tears from the bullseye. Sat on wings of the jet, sipping from the jet streams. Everything that I met became gold when I touched it. Right ink from Tibet, my feet hit the ground running. This is spring in my step. Superman with the spring in mind, thinking up next. Born angels in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles I connect, it's a different thing. We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings, planet jewels, orbits are the bands, you should kiss the ring. Born angels in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles I connect, it's a different thing. We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings, planet jewels, orbits are the bands, you should kiss the ring. Mother, father, we started from 2 pillars, anagram spiral, planets ran cycles. Water rings knew this was the wave from the title. Body split in 2 on the day of our arrival. Gemini, symmetrical form, we ain't rivals. Every man's an atom that spins, we are an Eiffel. Ministrate towers by lean, you are an Eiffel. Knew I had the spirit of the bull when I charged in margin. Stepping over lines, that's a margin. Dice became roll precise, they can't troll. The bolts is guide out of control, no handholds, this display of prolific. Rings around the scroll that contain the specifics. More of it stay fresh cause I bathe in terrifics. Learn the ways of the mystics. A wave is a spiral from the front if you track the sound. Like a spinning turtle shell is coming back around. Like moon cycles too vital that I snatch the crown. April's a spiral. April is spiral, that means it got around. Extra clip off with their head swinging. Buzzing melodies, metal bees with the lead stinging. Shock lasers kill my doppelganger, that's a dead ringer. Like a phone without a charge, off the edge singing. Fed the multitude with 5 loaves, the daily bread bringer. Lyrics in my head linger, sipping on the med tincture. Visions of a dead inca, wisdom in my head thinker. Weed like the candles in my brain. With a wings grew, they call me Green Lantern. The name's got a ring to it, weed to make the planet turn. Even when you're standing firm, secrets that you can't discern. But every blade I swing's fluid, cash checks with O's, making rings like a shooting sport. Jewelers, palm pebbles, sleepy eyes, and going through a port. Freeze, hands up, the human body is a tuning fork. Neptune and fish, super thought, the human cloth, food and consumer, who's the boss? Hands of ancestors that be living in my bones touch. More than put the jewels inside the ring around the rose crux, thinking they don't know much. God reborn again, the 3 king circles. Third eye is 3 circles, that's the 3 ring circles. Dogon promoter, decapitate their heads lying. Connect lions, the Voltron controller. Born angels in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles I connect, it's a different thing. We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings, planet jewels, orbits are the bands, you should kiss the ring. Born angels in the flesh with the hidden wings. I'm talking angles I connect, it's a different thing. We the royal priesthood, we the wizard kings, planet jewels, orbits are the bands, you should kiss the ring. Godzilla, zigzag, Zodiac killer.
voltage controller.
Ready, set, connect. Whether it be a customer, newfound friend, or potential romantic interest, use my card to keep in touch. Pass your contact info to anyone with a smartphone in seconds. No apps or downloads required. It's time to ditch that old paper business card and go digital. Accept donations, take payments, sell products, and schedule appointments, all from your My Card now. Get instant access to your own landing page that has everything contacts and clients need to engage with you like never before. All My Cards include free QR code and our one-click Add to Contacts button. For a limited time, use coupon code INTRO20 for a 20% discount on any My Card. Leave a lasting impression with a new way to present yourself.
You gotta act like you got this tick, right? Like the army did this experiment on you, right? That just went terribly wrong. You be like, back up! Back up! Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business. Okay, I'm reloaded.
Okay, I'm reloaded. Peace, family. What's good, man? It's Level Up Media once again.
Yes, sir. We like to welcome y'all to episode 8.
$1 Million Mindset.
Yes, sir.
Ocho.
Mind your business reloaded. I mean, we are reloaded, right? And of course, it's featuring our brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, does he need an introduction?
The man, the legend, not a motherfucking robot.
The thing is, though, I see him. He used to introduce us so cold to where he would actually make me feel like, bro, you done did all this stuff and let the people down.
The supreme mastermind,
yeah.
mythical being.
Okay. So wait. So let's say this. Okay, so
The soul survived.
wait. So should we start from the beginning, bro? The super intellectual, platform building, master networker, literally knows every black person you've ever met. Ever. I don't know how.
Everywhere.
I don't know how.
Everywhere.
Don't worry. He knows them. Am I okay?
They know him.
And let me say this, like, sidebar. And none of this even scrapes the surface of what I really, because I feel like when he talked that shit, for me, I just want to hear him talk that psychology shit. He know it. When he's talking about, oh shit, happened to be mindset, right? But when he's talking that psychology shit, but it's so much more. Like when you talk about mind your business, like all he does is build and grow black business. I mean, what more needs to be said? Like as far as how long has it been? I mean, as far as let's say innovator, he did thousands. Like what? Like literally, was it episode 3,000 in podcast land? Like pre-digital? I mean, not podcast. Excuse me, Blog Talkville. Podcast had a land. Blog Talk was Ville. Was it like 3,000 episodes of Blog Talkville? I mean, educating. And the thing is, and then you not even picking up on all of this because you can focus on the fact that he's such an innovator, right? You can focus on the fact that he's a platform builder, right? And you can focus on the fact that he's intellectual, right? And then you totally miss the militant. Like, y'all ain't never been to Walmart with this brother. So I say, it's easy to not understand the militant, the flexible, our brother, wait, enterprising,
bomb dropping.
Okay.
Nah, hell no. I'm not here to lie today. The knowledge ain't dropping no bombs for us in a while. So we ain't even say bomb drop is. Struck that for the record, bro. No. Hell no. That gets struck for the record right now, bro. But everything else was actual and factual, man. Just the illustrious, you know what I'm saying? See, we triple teaming y'all, right? Pause. Like, he does this shit dolo. Oftentimes I talk to him and he's, oh, nothing, man. I'm in LA, woo, woo, woo. Or, oh, no, I had to come down to ATL, woo, woo. Or, hey, man, I may be pulling up, woo. Look, we been knew he wasn't a robot because he pulled up on us.
Well, that's when I was convinced. When he pulled up.
when
he pulled up.
Our brother, knowledgebornallah, man. What up, dog?
What up?
Hey, peace, man.
Facts.
There's things that you can get from the world that you might claim to be valuable. And then there's something that you can get from your family that you can't get from the world. And that's the truth. The world is programmed to tell you things that you want to hear based off of your relationship to it. But your family going to tell you the truth regardless. Whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable. It's their duty. It's incumbent. So to hear the truth from your family in the way that y'all display, you know, it's remarkable. That's an award. That means that, you know, the efforts and things wasn't in vain. They'd be like, oh, my family, the last person to support me because they know you, fam. They know you. They know you. You see what I'm saying? So for my family to recognize and find value in what a thought was, because I want to get into that. I want to get into that kind of intricately. But for now, I'll say that from what a thought was, that blossomed into a determined idea, that begin to go through the possible gestation spaces of birth in the mind, and then a physical birth and manifestation, to find value in that and say, you know, that's something useful, not something good, that's something useful. That's something that I can apply. That's something I can add on to. That's something that I can come together with and collaborate with your family, okay? Yeah. Not strangers, with your family. Right. It's something that's remarkable. So I just wanted to say peace to that. And let's go. Let's get it.
Peace, bro. It's definitely, above all, just a pleasure to have you on, bro. Man. On your platform. Welcome to your shit.
Welcome to your shit.
Welcome to
once again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to spread our word, including you on your shit.
Yes, sir. Right here. Of course, y'all know, and we got to remind the family, hit up levelupmedia.net. Fire web design, fire graphic design, video intros.
As you just seen. As you just seen, we got the hottest way, the newest way, the dopest way to drop your contact in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
And by far the most efficient. Like, we really out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to toot our own horn, but you hear us. Like, we really out here just revolutionizing the way that we can contact each other. Not just through, like, not just on the business level, but personal level. But whatever. Ignore it now, pay more later. It's your choice.
I heard somebody say innovative.
But, and the thing is, no, that shit needs to be said about knowledge, just because knowledge could have fell out. Like, if you look at a lot of the blog talk people and shit, like, they really fell off and shit when that shit died. Did it officially die, or did it just, like, die to the public?
Yeah, it died to the public. I mean, I know there's people who wasn't even affected by the shift. They're so dug into what they're doing that they're doing that. You know, so the audiovisual space is becoming oversaturated, but the audio space is becoming more attractive because people, they don't have time to look at you, but they do got time to hear you all day, every day. So there's a need for an overhaul in the visual space and the appeal and the maximization space to be able to have people, no matter what they're doing, no matter where they are, they still want to see you. So.
The great divide. There was a split.
A schism.
Yeah.
And the irony of that is all these people that are actually creating visual content call it a podcast.
Oh my God, are we doing this shit?
Yeah, I gotta take it there. You know I'm saying that.
Fuck all that. The ironic part of the irony is that no matter which way you went when the split happened, you can holler at us right now at levelupmedia.net and we got something for you. We can build it and grow it, and we can continue to develop what you got going already.
And no matter what you got going, you got a business, you've got an idea, we've got a logo waiting for you. We've got that video intro for you. We've got that way to grow your business. We've got that social media management for you to really reach out and to help you connect your blog talk environment or your YouTube channel with your customers out there. Look, if you've got an idea or a product, we can help you set up drop shipping. Look, levelupmedia.net is really where you guys want to go today. Doesn't matter which side of the block you ended up on. If you're audio visual, if you're blog talk, if you've never even had any of those platforms today, but you still go, hey, I got to build my business.
You ain't got to blog or talk.
Come on down to
none of it, bro. You can custom design. You can cut grass. You know what I'm saying? You can
run the game,
pressure wash or whatever. Get you a logo and the site. My card. See where it take you.
Facts. And bro, what about doodlelodgeradio.com? Like, what's there, man?
Fire.
Everything. That's a place where knowledge is born. DoKnowledgeRadio.com. You see what I'm saying? That's a place where knowledge is born.
Okay. Man, can I ask you this? Like, why we got you here? Like, knowledgebornallah. Like, where is like? Is it? What's the meaning behind your name, man? Or how did you get your name?
I went through a rites of passage, and I appreciate that because I never get asked. You see what I'm saying? Folks just assume. They assume from one way or another based on their, vantage point. You gotta, welcome that. And, the place where it's applicable, it's applicable. When it's not, you educate. So Allah is my family name. Like my family name, like the family of the people where I come from. On both sides of my family, on my mother's side and my father's side. That's a culminating family name that brings us together. Because otherwise it's tumultuous, it's war. So Allah is one of those names that brings our family together. So we could all agree and come in the name of Allah because that's how that works. You see what I'm saying? Like, so come in the name of the God of our forefathers and our foremothers. We could come together in that space. So Knowledge Born was something that I received after a rites of passage. I went through a rites of passage. I went through some degree systems, and at the end of it, I didn't have a name for 7 years. And one day, in the middle of Iraq, you understand what I'm saying? In the middle of combat, I received that, and I took it, and I kept it. But if I look back at my life, this is something I was becoming my entire life. So again, my family name, this is where your purpose, where your drive, where your motivation comes from. This is the name that's placed on you for you to carry around. So you become an ambassador. So are you a good ambassador or a bad ambassador of that name? You see what I'm saying? So, a name like Knowledge Born, they like, yo, you got that knowledge. Before the name came to me. It was literally something that I was striving for my entire life. So your name is associated with your nature, who you are or who you'll become. You see what I'm saying? So in that space of making knowledge born, that's an action also. That's also a scientific deduction to where you eliminate, the things that don't fit. So do deductive reasoning, you make knowledge born, or you go from knowledge to born. You see what I'm saying? So before you make a decision, you take them through the various stages of going from knowledge to born. So the equivalent of going from 1 to 9. And how many better decisions will we make in that space if we took things through that process? But we take it through that process in no limited time. And we arrive back at our foundation, which is knowledge. So back at my family name, which is Allah. So knowledgebornallah in that short space.
That was a lot of layers.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's literally, for all of y'all who don't know, like, that's literally what he just said to me.
I just need to say,
he literally told me I missed a step. You got to go from knowledge to born and then back to knowledge.
But I will say this though, my brother, you cheated yourself not having bombs. You definitely needed some bombs right there. But we working on the bombs, and so mind your business. Reloaded will be reloaded, and we just leave that there, man. Before we and hey, bro, I definitely appreciate that. Before we go in, do we want to run through a couple of our previous episodes, or just go straight into that $1 Million Mindset?
Call them out, knock them out. Episode 3.
We talked to everybody about funding your business with bad credit. You know what I mean? We really talked about how to infuse your business with capital.
Drop some heat. That was some heat. Facts. Episode 4 was building the brand from scratch.
Yeah.
Episode 5, we're marketing on a budget.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. But check it out. Of course, the secret of sales.
Yeah, we definitely missed Cuz on that one.
Oh yeah, I still owe y'all one. For that one. We're gonna have a repeat.
Yeah, facts.
And then of course we left everybody last week with episode 7 where we talked about building a winning team.
Oh
yeah. Which brings you now to episode 8.
Yeah. Today we're gonna talk about the psychology of success. I mean, and that's really why we brought knowledge on today, to be honest.
Because we're gonna talk about that $1 Million Mindset. Like point blank, period. That's the title of today's episode is that $1 Million Mindset. So that's what we're gonna discuss. Point blank, period. First and foremost. Let's get it in.
Because if we talk about it, your mindset is definitely going to affect your ability to get to success. Right?
That's what we have for.
Just hopping into it, just like the mindsets. Hey, so shout out to, of course, Texas Southern, and of course I know you remember the man properly. He used to say it's 3 types of people: people that make it happen, people watch it happen, and people say, "Whoa, what happened?" but literally, like that's how it works. Like that's how it goes. Like you making it happen, you watching it happen, or unfortunately, it's happening to you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, those are definitely all different mindsets. I think I bumped into people out here in the world really having. You know what I mean? And I think really when we look at success, you don't want to be that last group of person. You don't want to be somebody looking at this going, what just happened to me? What just happened to my business?
And see, I had to think about it. It really fucked me up, G, because I had to think about it like when you out there and you hustling, bro, and it's just only hustling, even though it seemed like you good, you straight, you getting them on, you got your shit, but it's really still happening to you. Like proactively, this happened, I got to do this. Oh man, this will do. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like the mindset of success. People get it confused. Like, oh, I hustle. Oh, I get them on. Oh, I'm getting a bag. Like, oh, like that's not necessarily a successful mind state, bro. You can hustle forever. Like it don't have shit until you can't hustle no more, bro, and then you stuck.
Activity does not necessarily mean progress. Just because you have motion.
Run that back.
Say that again.
Yeah, run that back.
Drop some bombs, or we're gonna get some post bombs.
It's
We
live,
baby. We can't even.
No. Don't worry about it.
Tell me about this.
It's over with. It's over with.
Okay.
Maybe I gotta show him the bombs. Go ahead. Run it back, bro. Run it back while I show him the bombs.
Say it again so he can drop the bombs.
Activity does not necessarily mean progress. And having that $1 million mindset is really being able to separate the two. You're able to separate what is my action and my things that I'm doing right now, and is it just action for the sake of action, or are we actually making progress with our business or idea of what we're doing and moving forward?
Exactly.
Okay. So now you see the new buying machine. Now where you going to? My bad. We had to do that.
And so
bro, let me ask our guests, man. What are you thinking as far as just in general, like the different types of mindsets? That's really where we wanted to start with.
Today is March 25th. And on March 25th, 1997, Biggie dropped Life After Death. Yesterday, March 24th, 1998, Capadonna dropped The Pillage.
Yeah, I heard you mention it yesterday.
So that's 25 years. That's half of hip hop. Hip hop turns 50 this year. Half of hip hop
ago.
Half of hip hop ago. Someone used their mind. Two artists, they used their mind and the people as a canvas to draw up something at the time that they thought were for them. And this mind that existed in them and that willingness to created something that survived Biggie's life 26 years later. It was released after his death. So when you start talking about top of the mind, it was so top of the mind in regards to mindset that everybody who's associated with hip hop in any form knows what's March 9th is. They know it's March 9th. Cannabis, it was so ill that Cannabis had to use it in a line to tell the world, to remind the world that the greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. You understand what I'm saying? So March 9th marks a pinnacle staple from a life, from a creator who created with the people in mind to be top of mind, with a mindset to create something that would outlast him forever. We're discussing it 26 years later. He wasn't even around when the album came out. So half of hip hop ago, literally. So when you're thinking about a mindset, when you're thinking about creation, when you're thinking about putting these things together, what are you going to create? Because the foundation in an entrepreneurial mindset that y'all taught me was, what problem are you going to solve? What impact are you going to make hundreds of years after you're no longer on the planet? Everybody got light bulbs in their house, right? I'm looking at light bulbs right there. You understand what I'm saying? So what idea that can come from your God mind set, since we're talking about mindset.
Wait. Let's slow down a little bit, though, because you're not using light bulbs as just a metaphor. Like, are you saying that even light bulbs, like something physical that we see and we take for granted every day, that started as a thought from somebody? Yeah. Like, is that what you were saying? Like, let's not gloss over that.
So I was saying that in the same way where there were no instruments in the school system. They took the instruments out of the school system and hip hop came like the light bulb. So in the midst of that, there was a need, right? There was a need. There was a longing for young black children to express themselves musically, and there were no instruments. So they used their mind to create the instruments out of the things that were in their environment. There were no canvases for them to paint on, so they found walls to paint on. To articulate those visions that are long-standing, that outlasted them every single place that they went. You understand what I'm saying? So that fact with the light bulb came on for them to be able to illuminate those things that were in the darkest recesses of their mind, is what I'm saying. So Biggie gave us life after death. So much so. Let me bring it back full circle, because it don't make sense if it don't have a space of applicable to right now, right in this moment. They brought Biggie back from the dead, holographically, and gave him a concert for something that he did 26 years ago. They're using his rhymes. They're using his rhymes.
And how old was he? Was he like 25, 26?
He was 24. He was
24?
Yeah, he was 24 years old. So his rhymes are being used on sitcoms and in movies, coming out of the mouths of people that would never even have sat with him while he was alive. You understand? So when we talk about like mindset, what is in your mind in those deep, dark recesses that you can illuminate and bring to light that the world would recognize?
Yeah, I definitely got to hop in there and say that I think you bring up a key point there, and definitely want to bring that is definitely like maybe a starting point there that we want to point out when we talk about the foundation of the psychology of success. Is you first have to identify what is your own mindset. What are you, like you're saying right now? What is my mindset? Where am I at? What do I think about things? How do I think about things? What is my illumination? What is the thing that I'm trying to bring to the surface? What is my business, and what is my purpose here with this? And I think that's definitely the starting point that we want to identify is who are you? You know what I mean? And we definitely need to start with that first question.
See, like it's like I was having this conversation. It was really more like an argument, bro. But like somebody kept on saying, like, I need to get this money because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and it's like, bro, you never gonna get to the bread, bro. You never gonna figure it out until you figure out what you hungry for, bro. Like, what is you trying to do? Like, what is you trying to accomplish? You can say I'm hungry, bro, but you never ate your last pack of noodles and didn't have nothing else. So saying hungry is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like saying you hungry, that's not enough. Like, what is you hungry for? Why is you starving? Like, what is you doing it about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that mindset, man.
Well, like you used to say, you got to name it and shame it, right? So if you don't identify it, if you don't give it an actual name, if you don't actually target and say, I'm hungry for this, like my brother's saying down on the end, if you don't give it an actual clear-cut ending, a clear-cut direction, you know, when we sat down and do our business, you know what I mean, showed up with the pad and said, okay, well, this is the dollar. This is, you know what I mean, this is the point. This is the thing. So you got to have a clearly identified, you know what I mean, this is what I'm hungry for.
Facts. Big facts. When you identify your goal or what you want, you know what I mean, what you perceive to be the end game. Like, if shit break for me, if shit work out for me, what do I want? How do I see this? You know what I'm saying? When you can visualize that, of course, then it's a lot easier to just even have the mind, because now your mindset there, where he was talking about the want or finding your purpose, right? Now you have a purpose, is reaching that goal. And now it's easy to determine the whys because, for instance,
The goal is, why do you need to get X amount of dollars? Is because I got to get my mom's out the hood, or I have to do this for my kids, or I have to do this just to survive. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier to determine it when that mindset is set on goals.
Yeah.
And focus. And that goes to the first thing and moving on to the second thing, right? Because at first we were talking about the different types of mindsets, but in reality, it's like it's damn near to the point to where it's really only two mindsets. Is either you can get them, you can get it, you can get them on, it's positive, we moving forward, or it's negative and fuck it. You know what I mean? Because even if, let's say, you stumble into one of the hurdles, like Joe had mentioned earlier, like you just get caught in motion, but you're really not making real progress. But if you really focus, you can grind through the mistakes. We all make mistakes. So even in the fucking up or in the making mistakes, of course, I would invite you to reach out to levelupmedia.net, get that consultation. It'll save you a lot of the mistakes, you know what I mean? Because you're talking to entrepreneurs that know, right? But period, you can't allow those mistakes to penetrate or totally diminish your mindset. Like, you still got to have that mindset. Like, that's why I particularly said $1 million mindset, because that's where I'm on. Like, I'm like, this is copy. Like, I'm not talking about the psychology, because when I wake up, I'm not thinking about the psychology of shit. I'm thinking about a bag and how to get this meal, how to feed my people and get my people straight. So I'm thinking about that. I'm focused on that $1 million mindset. And so when that's our focus, and of course you may identify it as whatever. That's the beauty of this, because success or the finish line ain't the same for everybody. And that's why I love what both of y'all brothers were saying. You have to identify it for yourself. It's not what.
Well, you just can't clearly say I'm gonna sell a bunch of bags, or when somebody says to you, "What's your business gonna do?" I'm gonna do this thing. No, we're gonna make $100,000 this year, or we're going to be the #1 shoe distributor, or I'm going to be the #1 landscaper, or you're going to set a clearly defined goal.
Let me ask you this though: with those goals, but something tricky, or a follow-up question to that, because I'm glad y'all said that, and this is I'm asking, you know, right? But so where is success? Like, how do you determine a goal? Like, should it be something like that I know I can achieve, that's easy and achievable? Or should it be some shit like that may teeter on unfathomable? For instance, I'm just starting this lawnmower service, right? And I got 2 clients. So by the end of the next 6 months, should I say that, damn, I have 6 clients? Or should I say, damn, my goal should be 500 clients? No, how do I determine?
That's not the see. Now we're gonna get to telling too much. Really, bro, like your goals is separate things, bro. Like, so really, like, not just saying in general. At least it should be at least 2 lists. You know what I'm saying? You know, what do I want to? Where am I trying to get to? What am I trying to accomplish? Right? Like, as the end goal, your big list, and what steps do I need to take to get there? And then also throughout them steps, like, how do I roll through this? What actions do I need to be taking? And as I'm hitting these actions, I'm rolling through this, but also it's putting this together on my big list. So ultimately, I'll be like, goals, bro. It's really it's deeper than rap, bro.
This ain't about goals though. So if you want to get your goals right, I mean, I thought this was it, because Cuz be trying to sell me on getting your consultation. I called him the other day. He's like, man, get your consultation. I'm like, bro, I was saying happy birthday. I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. But
just saying, like, on as far as like your definition of success and what you want to accomplish and shit, like, that's why it's so crucial. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if we were to identify a key part of the millionaire mindset of getting to the bag, is having a clearly defined bag that you're going to get to.
Facts. Yeah. And how does that affect your success to get into that bag? How does that mindset affect your success? We'll ask you,
That's a good
knowledge.
question for knowledge.
How does your mindset affect your success in getting to the bag or getting whatever? Because a bag ain't everybody's goals. Like in reality, my goals, like, okay, so yeah, bag, I do
It's
for the
part-
bag,
it's a part of
but
everybody's
it's a
goal.
purpose behind even needing the bag because my goals just happen to require a bag.
The bag is what we call
Or they result in
I can't be on a
bags.
big ass boat living like it's big pimping if I make no money this week. So all of my goals, I'm joking, but seriously, all of my most goals will require
being
resources, whether that resource be time, money, or whatever it be. But for sure. But what you think, bro?
I think y'all addressed it very early and foundationally on your why. Like, why are you in business? So when Cuz said, you know, if you don't know why you hungry, that's not going to be enough to sustain you. Because I got into, I used to do Knowledge Radio. I got into do Knowledge Radio as an additional outlet to share the things that we were doing in real life with people, with Black people across the world. So literally, there's no dollars attached to it. There's a need, and there's still a need right now. There's still a need for Black people who have goals, who have aims, who have ideas, who have lived experience, who have a proven track record for success to be able to go somewhere and share that, to have someone chronicle that, to have someone take that apart. This is what I seen in y'all immediately. Like we spoke, and I'm like, why y'all speaking to me? I'm like, Do Knowledge Radio needs this. Because I need this. I'm with y'all, and I need this. So if I need this, there's a need for this. So now I have to push this and propel this to the forefront. So additionally, everything that's offered on Do the Knowledge Radio is everything that's supposed to be offered in life. So again, back to this, instance where Biggie did something 26 years ago. Wu-Tang did something 30 years ago. Where those young men at the time, they never had to go get another job. They didn't have to go get another job.
Think about it in retrospect.
You
like at the time, I was a baby like when Pac got shot, right? Or got killed. I was a baby when Biggie had got killed. So at the time, they were not a baby, but like I was a fucking teenager.
You remember it.
I remember
But
that's the thing.
I remember
So you wasn't a baby.
But the point is, though, when I say I'm a baby, I don't mean literally. I mean figuratively.
Plane crash. Like
so if I can add
wait. Now let me finish. I agree with y'all, but let me finish.
If I can add my last part.
I don't mean literally. I mean figuratively, right? I was a baby, but my point is now as a 35-year-old man, I look back on them like, damn, they was babies. Like Big was a fucking baby when he passed. Now I'm older. Now you see my point. Not an infant, but I'm a grown man. So now I look at you and you checked out at 26, 27. That was a fucking baby, but he made his contribution forever. But that was a baby still. Right. Like he never got the chance to mature. You feel what I'm saying now? He never got the chance to be 30-something and be in the burbs and understand it and get it and not whoop ass and shoot anytime somebody step on you. Like they never got this chance. They were still babies. Right. That's my point. Don't cut me off. And I'd have threw a bomb on that. Wow.
You got a bomb out of knowledge. Ain't that so?
I'm talking. Y'all
got the bomb. We got the bomb.
My fault.
So the point I was laboring on in regards to that is what you start to do has to be larger than the space that you're currently occupying in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. It has to be larger than you. it has to seem impossible to you because hunger is not enough. Because after you get food, you'll do anything to get food. That's not enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you're saying I want to solve world hunger versus you being hungry, that's a different set of tools because whether you're hungry or you're eating, you're still in that space where I didn't solve this problem that I set out to do. And I'm going to continue to grind. So because when you mention hustle, it takes all types. You understand? You have to have that hustle. You still got to act like it's day one. You still have to have that grit, even after you made it, because after you make it and you get comfortable, that's going to show. You understand what I'm saying? So in that space of finding a way in that space to continue to build and continue to grow, you still got to have some hustle. You still got to have some decisiveness. It takes every aspect of you, just like it took every aspect of you to come into existence. It takes every aspect of you for that same determined idea. You know, when they use that adage and they say take a village, it takes a village. You understand what I'm saying? So it takes all aspects of you, every part of you to sustain and give life and credence to something that you're looking to accomplish, and you'll be tested on every level.
So what I hear you saying then is that goal and that piece really needs to stretch you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
It really needs to stretch you.
And then it actually takes you right into how your mindset affects your success, like what he was saying, because like at the end of the day, like you walk different, you talk different. When you explain your businesses and your services, you do it different. When you sell yourself to customers, you handling it different. You projecting something else onto them, and just them receiving, you pushing that energy on them, is they have no choice but to receive it. And then you start getting the deals, you start getting the sales, you start getting the yeses, you start getting the confidence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and the key thing about that confidence that Cuz is explaining to you is it's the difference between confidence and arrogance. It's the difference between confidence and foolish pride. So one of the key ways that mindset, or having the correct mindset, or having that positive mindset should affect you, is that you need to work to back it up. So that mindset that I know I can do this shit, that should push you to make sure you can do that shit, regardless of what it is. Whether it's I want to be the best cook, that should have you Googling every damn recipe available because you're trying to be the coldest and you got the mindset that I am the nicest. So you put the work in to be the nicest. So you should actually allow that mindset, that mentality, because that's where it literally starts for everybody. Like, you can start with Jordan dribbling the ball. He had to think till he wanted to be the greatest before he became the coldest nigga ever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Cuz really put the word down earlier. It really creates drive. When you have that stretch, it's going to create drive. Right? That drive is going to give you that motivation and that push and that energy to go forward. Like, I think really that was the best word to use for that. So that stretch, after we've identified, just because, you know, I always like to circle back. So after we've identified that goal, right, we've identified what our definition of success is. Right. And then from there, we've identified how we're going to institute those steps of success, right? And then from there, we're going to have to, you know, change our mindset, right? And we've identified that piece there. So I think now from there, once we've identified that mindset, it's going to give us that stretch to give us a drive to really move forward.
Yeah, and also to push through, like to deal with the adversity and like to help you clear that path on your own. Like when what Jay-Z say, walk like a ball player, like you know what I'm saying, like when like when your shit is there, it's there. You know what I'm saying, like. And, you know, like different shit that pop up to where at some point, like if you don't got that confidence and you don't got that, and your shit ain't all in tune, it'll really knock you off of your feet. But once you got that goal and that purpose and that right mindset, bro, you can just step over a little petty shit, bro. Just walk through it. Just make it happen. Find ways around it. Oh, this didn't work. oh, I thought I was gonna have this money because this is gonna work out. That shit, we deal with that shit quite, you know what I'm saying, a couple times. Like, shit, we thought we was gonna have
but
this.
It's that mindset. But that's the mindset that we talking about. How that mindset should determine your action. That's the number one thing.
The car on Saturday, Friday night, as soon as the mechanic leave, the check engine light pop on. Damn, come on. But you know what I'm saying? Is that gonna knock us off? Oh,
I had an appointment for detailing at 1 and planned on getting the car. I told Joe last night, man, look, I'm gonna have this bitch posted before I pull up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
not have a detailed schedule tomorrow at 11. But my mindset is fucking folks. But my mindset is still we gonna get to the bag. Right.
Like, so that's resiliency, right? That's real resiliency. That's a key space.
That smaller mindset, bro, that would have derailed everything. We would have got upset. Remember when we first went into business? We both would have got upset. We'd have got our earlier businesses. Like we'd have been drunk. We'd have got to arguing. Like we would have went. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's literally what would have happened. But now it's like, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. All right, we'll get it fixed tomorrow. We're gonna buy 2 cars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that mind.
Right. See, that resiliency is a word because it's a reminder. Trey, you said something so cold. You said, if I only got 2 clients versus saying I got 2 clients. So if I got 2 clients, I can get more clients. These 2 clients are proof. Now, if I have 2 clients, I'm going to do the best possible job and create the best possible experience to convert them 2 clients into my referral network. That's resiliency versus looking at it and say, hey, I only got 2 clients. How the hell am I going to get 50 clients? You're going to get 50 clients by doing the best possible job and creating the best possible experience and converting them into a referral network that's going to spread to them 50 clients. It starts with the 2. It really starts with 1. So that's proof that you've done something. You know, I was talking about resume building before with some of my God family, and I said resume and resume is the same word. It's the exact same word. So this living document is proof that you had success before in your life. Everything that you're listing means that you got a yes before. You see what I'm saying? Everything that's there is proof that you did something already and you did something exceptional for whatever period of time that you've done it. So now either you're looking to do something that you previously did, that you're currently doing, or looking to do. So in that resiliency space, you understand that probability between yes and no is you. So how many people did you talk to in order to get 2 clients? If I talk to 200 people and I got 2 clients, I got a 2 to 200 ratio. I need to know that number. Exactly. I need to understand my metrics. I need to know how many people I need to talk to, how many phone calls I need to make, how many people I need to see to convert that number closer to, if I need 200 clients in order to reach this particular goal that I was talking about, how to close that gap. And that's going to take resiliency because you're going to have to talk to, 10 times the amount of people to convert in a good average, a great average. 10 times the amount of people that you set out that you need to be able to recruit and convert into sales. You see what I'm saying? With good average. And great average is 1-to-1. So if I talk to 20 people, I'm going to convert 20 people into clients. You see what I'm saying? So how do you, the thing that's going to sustain you in that space is resiliency, along with that preparation. So how are you prepared? How are you looking at that market? Is this something that you want to do as a hobby? You want to cut them 2 lawns as a hobby? Or this is no fail situation? You see what I'm saying? So if you're approaching this as a situation, like every single person that you talk to is a potential client because of that hunger that ain't got nothing to do with your stomach, but got everything to do with your drive. They got everything to do with your mindset in regards to you going to go get it. I don't care how many people I talk to that tell me no. There's 50 yeses out there for me today. I'm out there with it. I'm committed. That's how vested I am in my dream, in my goal, in my aspirations. You see what I'm saying? But resiliency will hardwire you to welcome those no's and be surprised at the yes. Like, oh shit, somebody is it yes? You see what I'm saying? So now, do I have the capability? You see what I'm saying? All of these things in the preparation. This is why I need to go to Level Up Media, because they're gonna press you. Like, okay, if you want 50 clients, do you have right now, currently, the capability to take care of 50 clients with no fail? So we saying like, go ahead, cuz you was about to say something.
I was just gonna say, because you should be expecting, like, part of the psychology is that you should be expecting that success.
It's backing up the mindset. So when you have the mindset, or when you set it as your goal and your mindset is, hey, I want 50 clients, then of course your preparation should be as follows, right? So your preparation should be able to handle at least 50 plus clients, right?
Because like in the mindset, in that $1 million mindset, the I want 50 clients should be so much smaller of a time frame than I'm finna get 50 clients.
I don't really,
like,
even
you know what I'm saying? We don't spend a lot of time on we want. We spend a lot of time on we getting right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where
and you can't even ask for that which you're not ready to receive, correct? So we all know that beautiful saying. So if we're going to sit and ask for and demand and put 50 clients on our business, then we can't ask for that which we're not ready to receive. That's one great saying. Then another one. So I was going to say another thing is that someone's told me you want to have your business ready for where you're going to be in that next step, right? So be it your financials, you need to be ready for when that wealth comes. Be it your client list, you need to be ready for when that wealth comes. When that order list comes, you need to be ready. You don't necessarily have to have the inventory on hand, but we need to have a plan and a mechanism and a business in place that we are resilient so that we can respond to whatever mechanism we're dealing with.
Fact. Right. And I say this. You've been saying that forever.
Metrics is kind of my thing.
So then I got a serious question in, like, as far as it goes in this psychology of success, and like doing, like, the next step would be doing what the successful people do, but it's deeper than just trying to live like somebody. It's doing what successful people do to get ahead. So what would y'all do?
But it starts with, even going back to what he was saying or what you were saying earlier, like, is at some point that mindset got to guide you to do the work. So that mindset got to guide you to do the work and get prepared just in case, or not even really just in case, but so I can handle 50, I really need to have my shit about, I need to have the capacity for 60, 75. Yeah. So that mindset should push you for that. Let that mindset guide you. And that's the thing that I don't want to overlook, is that mindset, and even what you just said, doing what the successful people do, is not just about, like, of course, you got to visualize it before you can even do it. You got to, you had to have your mind set on it before doing it, but take the action.
Because people, like, and as remedial as it sounds, bro, like, this is like where a lot of people get stuck at. Like, we not saying like do what successful people do, go out and like buy some shit you can't afford, or like try to live like somebody.
You gotta make like that disclaimer.
But we're saying hustle like successful people hustle.
Say let you might run that back. Run that back. So don't go buy the Gucci tennis shoes and you only getting like $7.50. Now if you is only getting $7.50 an hour, I'm not hating on you, but I wouldn't just book Captain Pradas, though.
Budget like successful people budget. Invest like successful people invest.
But how about this? What if it's not one size fits all? So a lot of people believe they believe that because I don't have, or I get a meager amount, that I can't do shit. But what about if, okay, I'm not invested, I literally don't make the dollar amount this person does, but they may be investing 5% of their income. So maybe that 5% of your income that you are saving or putting towards whatever to reach your goal, whether it be investing or if you don't have any intelligent investments, whether it be saving.
I got two of them. Okay. So one, my first thing I'm gonna say back is that person really needs to reach out to Level Up Media for a consultation.
Level Up Media, that
I want to do it. And then,
Thank you, sir.
Secondly, I want to bring it back to the answer to that. In my mind, is really the whole idea of the show. You're right that while there's no one situation fits all solution, there is a mindset that overlaps. There is a mindset that crosses all boundaries. So really, regardless of where you are financially, that mindset can reach across those socioeconomic boundaries. You know what I mean? Just because you're hustling with $5 and somebody else is hustling with $5,000, the way you execute may be different, but the way you're thinking about it needs to be the same.
Facts. So you gotta facts, and your $5 is gonna come back. Like,
but that's the same thing, though. And I'm glad both of you, like y'all. I didn't honestly think about it until really you said it. Like, you then gotta put a disclaimer out, just because when you start talking about having the mindset or even $1 million mindset, they gonna go hop with some weaker minded people. Go hop on the yacht with their last whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro. Like, no, okay, now you gotta get off that boat trip and come back to reality. And that was, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro. So I'm glad you mentioned that. And then, bro, exactly, like, literally, like as that. So I would say, as far as
you're good, dude.
I'm trying to not catch y'all off, but I could really go in all day about it, just because it's just the fact that I agree. Like, it's that regardless, like we had mentioned earlier about the purpose, but regardless your purpose, whether your purpose be to feed the children or whatever, it's like that same grind, that same determination, that same mindset of I'm gonna get it and no roadblocks will stop me. That's consistent. That doesn't change, regardless of the roadblocks, regardless of the situation, regardless of the new this. And the thing is, if you come into it thinking I just got to get past these roadblocks and then I'm good, then you're sadly mistaken, because on the next level is just more challenges. And on the next level is more challenges. I like to call them bullshit. And then the next level you deal with more bullshit. So just get used to bullshit. That's how you earn your keep. I love bullshit. If it's not bullshit involved, if it's not challenges involved, I get nervous. What the fuck? I get set up.
Look, say this literally happens every time that we discuss a new business or something. We'll say something to Cuz be like, "Oh yeah, well, if it's so easy, why everybody not doing it?"
Joe, what
and then we got to start looking up reasons why it's hard
about
to tell Cuz. Like that's the first thing he said. Oh, well, if we can make this much money, it's so easy. Why everybody not doing it? Man. It's like, bro, because they don't hustle like us. They don't have the same successful mindset. But now we give them the game, and they can get more
I
to
definitely
do a
look
consultation.
for the barrier to entry. Like if it should, like, but that's not here nor there. Like, y'all can go through the catalog, man.
Tell them.
Well, then my question would be then. So let's ask our guest. So what do you think is imperative if we were to tell somebody about how to change their mindset from where they are today to the fundamental pieces we're talking about? What do you think is key for them in order to change their mindset, or how would you tell them to go about, you know what I mean, getting themselves in gear?
You have to be open to change the bullshit that you're already doing.
You technically aren't the guest, but I agree with you.
Work it.
I agree.
We can't.
I approve this message.
Hey, so somebody out there was like, "Yeah, how do you do that?" Look, this is how you do. The real shit that you have to be open to change, to not like. To identify yourself as one of them people that we talked about. You know what I'm saying? One of them mindsets. You have to accept that shit, and then you have to put in the work, bro. Like, you have to figure out where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open to investing. not only your time, your energy, whatever bread you can come up with, because the most valuable thing you got is your time and your energy and your free consultation. Like
in your time and energy, do the knowledge, get the research, do the research, learn, understand, let that mindset guide you. Your mindset should lead and everything else should follow. You got to earn that mindset. Who the hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see a lot of the hollow shit, there's nothing behind it, but you need action behind that mindset. Let that mindset govern your thoughts, your movements, how you walk, how you talk. Like Cuz say when he was quoting the whole, I walk like, what do you say? You peep my swag. I travel like a ball player. Bet you can see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, guess. My bad. Yeah, I'm not the guest leader. See, you made me start talking.
Because look, at the end of the day, look, you really want to adapt into that successful mindset, bro. You really want to prove it to yourself. You want to show us, you want to show level up, you want to do the knowledge and show knowledge, bro. Go watch these past 7 episodes.
Don't show us shit.
Look, go watch them past 7 episodes. Like,
don't show me
watch this one, call for that consultation, and have your ducks in a row for what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's it.
And our guest would say,
yeah, I agree with literally everything you said. So, but you still have the guest though.
Okay, all right. Now, guest, please comment.
Oh, it's love. Because those things always build you up in a way. You see, my mother, she worked with people that had illness. And she worked with people who had illness, like Dr. Sabi worked with people who had illness. My mother was around before Dr. Sabi. So my mother and a few other people like that, A. Rashid's mother, KT the Arts Degree's mother, they were around in that same lane that opened the way for the world to recognize someone posthumously like a Dr. Sabi, like a Dick Gregory. You understand what I'm saying? Like a Dr. Africa, rest in peace to those healers. Those minds in the 80s, during the crack epidemic, during the AIDS epidemic, she always had people who come to our house who look well and they weren't well. They always look well. So the well-intentioned people who came to our house had maladies beneath the surface. The outside looked well. They didn't look sick, but they were very sick. And she would always ask them a healing question. The healing question is, do you want to live? Because they came with skepticism. Because my mother was like the corner store fighting against the grocery store industry that's already built and established. My mother was the healer with the herbs that wasn't the medical doctors. She didn't have the lab coat. You understand what I'm saying? But the doctors came to see her. So that kind of space that's necessary for the healing process to begin, because a shift in mindset requires a healing process. You have to admit that where you are is not conducive enough for you to where you're going to, where you're growing to become. You understand what I'm saying? So to grow where you're becoming, who you're becoming, what you're looking to do. So that's going to, back to what we were saying about growth, this is going to stretch you. So in order for you wanting to live, you're going to do what's necessary for you to live. But the beautiful thing and the horrible thing about it that my mother shared with me when I was young, she said the worst thing that ever happened to her when her clients came to her is they started to feel better. Because once they started to feel better, They were no longer doing those things. You see what I'm saying? So, like, hey, I came and got my consultation from y'all. I got my first 50 clients. I don't need y'all no more. I'm gone, right?
Because that mindset goes from I gotta make it, I need to make it, to I already made it.
Right. And that's like the dangerous and the beautiful place. You see what I'm saying? That's the most dangerous and the most beautiful place. So when you're dealing with a shift in mindset, you have to remember why you're there. Like, I've been around for a long time. So I've seen a bunch of people, they come in when it's sensationalized. So they come around when the protest or when something happened or when some kind of injustice. I don't pay them people no mind at all. Because organically, I know that a certain amount of people are going to come in because of that, because it's sensationalized, because you're mad. Mad is not enough for you to be around me. You understand? Like, mad is not enough. Like, mad ain't enough for somebody to come get a consultation or dissatisfied or whatever the case may be. You have to have a space of love, because love is going to sustain you longer than the adrenaline rush in that moment that leads to that discipline that's necessary to do what you said you was going to do long after the feeling that you set it in is gone. And it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take consistent and persistent commitment. And if you don't love that, if you don't love those things that's a part of that process, you're going to fall the fuck off. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be here no matter who's here, no matter what they're doing, no matter what's happening, no matter what happens in the world, I'm going to be here. And I got 3,000 episodes to prove it. To prove that I'm going to be here. You understand what I'm saying? So,
3,000?
That shift. Let me say the last part, and I'm good. The last part that's most important. The last part, when you look on that living document that we're talking about, the resume. When you look at the resume, that resume serves as the reminder that you are qualified. Trey, you said something that I love. You said, yo, if it don't got the bullshit, I don't want to fuck with it. That bullshit are qualifiers. You see what I'm saying? That bullshit, that what you call the bullshit, are authenticators. So if you ain't been through no fire, if you ain't been through no hell, if you ain't been through no suffrage about what you standing for, what you standing on, you're not authentic. You are inauthentic because you ain't been challenged. You understand what I'm saying? Like, going through that fortification and that fire, you inherited something that somebody suffered for. So those authenticators and them qualifiers are something that's important in regards to that shift in that mindset. You know what I mean? So that's something that I wanted to say in regards to, that shift in mindset that's necessary. Do you want to live? Then after you answer that question, how do you want to live? How long do you want to live? Where do you want to live? All of that centers and focus back around. You have to be around in order for that to happen. You see what I'm saying? You got to be around for that.
That go back to what Joe, like, I'm telling you, like, when I say bro used to be like nailing it down, like, and like Convictions Edge days, he worried about 5-7 years in advance. I'm like, bro, let's figure out how to get the money now. We got somebody to put it down. But it's true though. It's like part of not planning to the end. I think that was planning. What I don't know his exact words. More than my words. But part of not planning for the future, bro, is that it's easier to get caught up because, oh shit, I made it because now I got a couple dollars. I made it. Or now I can run a mile. My health is a little bit healed. I can run a mile. But it's like, bitch, you did it. Yeah. You did it. You know what I'm saying? You threw up blood though. Yeah. But it's like at the same, but when your mindset and when your goals are aligned and you plan for the future, then you already know that I gotta keep going. Like, and your mindset gotta be that. Your mind state gotta be that. I gotta keep going. What was that song? Who the hell sung "No Pain, No Gain"? Man, I had that shit on tape back in the day. I'm not old.
Not Bob Marley.
Betty Wright.
Betty Wright. Yeah, it was an older black woman.
I know you did not say Bob Marley.
Yeah. That's No Moment, No Cry. That's next week episode.
Yeah, I literally just said that.
I agree with that too, though. No Moment, No Cry, no. I agree with that too.
As far as this topic, though, if we're going to bring up quotes, and I already said one, bro. Like, get your free consultation. Holler at us at levelupmedia.net. We're going to take you through this. We're going to get you and help you change your mindset. We're going to get you with the hottest logos, the dopest sites and all. Look, at the end of the day, Hov did that. So hopefully you don't got to go through that. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? So hit us up, get that consultation. like hit us up, get that consultation. You know what I'm saying? And don't go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Ready, set, connect. Whether it be a customer, newfound friend, or potential romantic interest, use my card to keep in touch. Pass your contact info to anyone with a smartphone in seconds. No apps or downloads required. It's time to ditch that old paper business card and go digital. Accept donations, take payments, sell products, and schedule appointments, all from your My Card now. Get instant access to your own landing page that has everything contacts and clients need to engage with you like never before. All My Cards include free QR code and our one-click Add to Contacts button. For a limited time, use coupon code INTRO20 for a 20% discount on any My Card. Leave a lasting impression with a new way to present yourself.
You gotta act like you got this tick, right? Like the army did this experiment on you, right? That just went terribly wrong. You be like, back up! Back up! Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, Knowledge, was it anything you need to say, man? You can have the floor of your platform, our brother.
Brother Mayor. You know what I'm saying? Brother Mayor. Hey, this is so useful. Like I said before we went live, and you know, as I said over the phone, I'm taking courses and I'm paying absorbent amount of fees for something that y'all are making so simplified yet very comprehensive. This experience in regards to the shift in mindset, the attitudes, the habits, the behaviors, the psychology that's necessary for success. You know, y'all are streamlining this and offering this, you know, in a segmented type of situation for the family, and it's very useful. You know, these are actionable things. Like Mind Your Business created this right here. So this kind of branding right here. You see what I'm saying? Like Mind Your Business created the fact that, okay, now schools and program developers and people who make websites and apps, for your phone, coin that term, like, okay, your website could look like something on your desktop or your laptop, but what does it look like on your phone? Literally. So literally, I'm talking to people and I'm sitting with people years ago, and I pull out the website. I'm like, look how this website looks on my phone. Like, look at does your business look like that? Look, does your business have a website? You see what I'm saying? And is it adaptable to give that same kind of appeal and feel that it does, using this third-party tool from one platform to the next one? You see what I'm saying? So these are all...
My fault, but let me say this, man. We had talked about like what you do it for, right? Or what's the end goal, right? So with Level Up Media, with Mind Your Business, the initial Mind Your Business, and then Mind Your Business Reloaded, our goal is not quantifiable with the bag. Or in other words, yeah, that's a big ass word. So somebody write that down. But in other words, you can't justify it with the bag, or we can't count it with the bag. For Mind Your Business, this is about, we just, like, I've been here, I done literally sat in graduate level courses on this shit. Knowledge just let you know he done set in courses, concept of courses on this shit. So you know, it's like we sit here and the truths are the same. They're just not breaking it down like that for us. So really, when we came together for this, it was just about taking our experience plus what we done got from books and elsewhere and packaging it in a palatable form for our people. And so when he say that he feels like it's necessary, that make me feel like when me and Cuz started this years ago, we did our fucking job and we continue, and we were smart to bring our brother on. Y'all didn't even know he was in the background the whole time. Y'all didn't even know this was our boy when we was in the street still. That don't matter though, because we don't glorify that, but it's the truth though. But also, like, what a lot of people don't know is this actually started off like I wanted to do, honestly, mind your business, I wanted to do a presentation, bro. Like, I feel like I might not compare to nerds because I did a little more extra shit too, but I call myself a nerd, bro. And so I felt like I wanted to do a presentation just to put motherfuckers on game. I just felt like we just wasn't getting the simple ass knowledge. Like we wasn't doing the knowledge, and I was just here, and it's so simple shit. So that's the purpose of this shit. And so that's our goal, and that's what we continue to do in any way, shape, or form where we are providing that. Or hell, if y'all feel like there's people watching it, if you feel like we can do doper, it's a topic we missing out, it's something we glossed over, we should have went in, or it's an explanation that Cuz didn't break down, and you know what I'm saying, or me, or just, like, hit us up, let us know.
Is it more dope or doper?
I don't even give a fuck.
Doperist. But once again, man, also, man, shout out to you for not only being on the show and giving us that insight, man, and helping us through this one, because this was a deep one, and I feel like you got us through where we needed to go through. But also, man, once again, thank you for giving us this opportunity to spread this knowledge on the platform, and for the platform that got us to where we are. And from the humble beginnings, which you pretty much picked us up humble and carried us through. Well, it was
my mindset was straight.
The smaller successful, mindset.
I knew what was up.
Like
when I came to knowledge, I knew what was up, and knowledge knew what was up, and knowledge got them on. And knowledge was already successful. Like we was already hustlers. Like we had already linked on that just level to where it's like, yeah, we put the work in. Like people take the term hustlers wrong a lot, but we put the work in. But at any rate, bro,
I'll drop my phone. But definitely, man, thank you. And you know, also, man, stay tuned. We got some more heat coming. Definitely get your my card, man. Definitely hit us up. Consultation.
I was about to say that the consultation, definitely what we're talking about, the mindset. We definitely want to just to wrap with us some more about those different pieces, talk to us about how to really develop your mindset, to develop your business, to develop your my card, to develop your logo.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, we definitely want to say always think about Level Up Media first when you're thinking about your business.
Shout out to the thing that shit I didn't want to.
Yeah. Shout out to all 72 pounds of potato.
You gotta keep a positive mindset through the hate. Hey, I appreciate your knowledge.
Appreciate your knowledge. Peace, family.
Peace.
In 86, the devil raised the bar, but I'm a hurdler. And I'm the good thief. I sneak in your toxic house, the burglar. the musical Merkaba. Came to set free the Lucifer worshippers. Like James Bond 007, the soul of an old legend. Negative energy murderer, good or evil, angel or demon interpreter. Kings with frankincense and myrrh, and perfumes anoint me soon as my birth occur. Like Ben-Hur, I'm indigenous to Gilgamesh. With brilliantness became the builders of the pyramids. Now we lost in American North wilderness. I became the force, a poor man's ventriloquist. On the island far away from home like Gilligan. Took us from our villages till we find our way back through resilience and our diligence. Through rags and wave caps, black fists look militant. And college remembrance, while living ignorance. Driving kids with innocence, dreams fly limitless. Straight towards the nebula, with cannon or the terror. Black boys face, we all in this together. I chase demons in my cape, my sword and my scepter. His brother Glow the Great, the lord of this era. Royal priesthood, gold plates and treasures. Anubis, my eye, wear your heart against the feather. Carted Satan out your soul, lifting him out, he's on a stretcher. With my divine helicopter, with shocking propellers, outlines made of copper. The fortune teller, my dragon glows green like matcha. New York regalia, like Robin Walker is the prophet Walter. From the days of Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter, blue around my garment borders. Fringes, execute vengeance. Mathematics, Qurans and Taurus. Rock the head of Horus, rocks in the watch is gorgeous. Behind my will, it fell into the wheel, metamorphing. Start spinning clockwise and counterclockwise. On the outside, my car became a flying saucer, straight through the orbit. Use my mind, lose my mind, I will. Use my mind,
Yo, masquerade killer, Michael hijacked the sun, matinee thriller. Zombie apocalypse is center for disease, says my tracks are way iller. Isodrenochrome cubes keep they cabernet chiller. And thought is thought, they don't want you to think. Knowledge is power, shock the flowers, make my aura look pink. To know the ledge, godly hour, push your thoughts to the brink. You can't even close your eyes, become a corpse if you blink. Where the oracle sink, I was born in the Sphinx. Copper DNA necklace with historical links. Hiding poison in the food, in the water you drink. Cause they raised done and they just biding their time. Throw food the lost tube coming down on my mind. Stab you with a light ray cause you was dying to shine. Then I disappeared like a truth post in your IG. Holy Spirit dripping like a ghost in your IV. Can't deport them all, we was already here. So get in tune with the voices in the water right here. You don't see the embryo in the form of your ear. Invisible man, I make myself awfully clear. Royal priesthood, astrologers is Lord of the Spears. Throwing platinum plates, you thought the flying saucers appeared. Yeah, they scared to wear their own face in the street. Deep elixirs, beast addicted to the taste of the sheep. On Harry Potter's wheel, the god knew arrange my physique. Kai, Elohim, Globe, the Arabian chic. 7 circles like the planets in the days of the week. Supreme math, solar facts in the language I speak. You brainwashed if you watching the news. Never make the wrong step when the laws in my shoes. The dream weaver make it seem there's no option to choose. Corona dope fiends, they be trying to nod. They in line to get shot, that's a fireman squad. Pharmaceutical, shoot to kill line with the gods. I cried for the angel babies that have died in the fog. Caught up in the crossfire, like a panther in a Klan rally. Zodiac, they need these answers in my hands badly. Like palm readers, break dancers in the sand valley. I moonwalked on chemtrails in the sky. On the path to ancient Kemet, weigh the scales in my eyes. The sun and moon temple sitting on the side of my head. A million years I still remember every line that I said. Hermes Trismegistus, serve me the statistics. 99 attributes of Allah, 99% survival rate. Imagine the odds when you're the Neo, you're the one that made the patterns evolve. Another chapter to solve, why did Saturn revolve? Spinal column, I am Amen, climb the ladder to Oz. On a rocket to Nebula, the planet of the gods.
Use my mind, lose my mind, I will. Use my mind, I won't lose my mind. Use my mind.
Musical math, get used to the craft. Use my mind, turn the mic to a producer, your staff. Trying to fit these odd shapes in the box. Tetragrammaton, Tetris, see my face in the watch. Circle of life displayed in an arrangement of clocks. You can't be so diplomatic when you're breaking the locks.
Killer Priest. Wrong Priest.